guys, it's really funny how yesterday I still can't believe I did that. Walked around and talked with a mask on my face. Sorry about that, but it does feel good though, seriously. And then I like the color of my hair. That's what I wanted to start with. Today's really nice and sunny, and you can see the sky is blue, and you can see my sweethearts are already asleep. And that's their first nap for the day, so yay, they're winners. They were so tough this morning, didn't want to sleep, played hard in the house, but I was like, you know what, let's get out. So we went out, but then they were hungry for lunch, so we ate lunch, and then I just took them in the stroller because inside the house, in that kitchen that we have, is just really cold. Outside is nice and warmer than inside the house. Inside the house is really cold. So here we are outside, and so I usually don't like the colors of my hair, how it turns out, but to be honest with you, this one from my mom, the chestnut whatever brown color, I love it. And like when the sun is so beautiful, and I just love it and really enjoy it. So yeah, I think I have two more. She sent me one, and I guess she sent two to my sister, and she sent them to me because she doesn't use it. So I'm really grateful. I have two more, and it actually did the job with the roots, and it's like you don't really see white, and so it did very good job. I guess my hair is still not like to the point where I should apply like really light colors. It's still like I put one before my mom sent me, it was different color. It was something like what do they call it? Some sophisticated name in Bulgarian, like ash blonde or something like that. It looked like I mean it didn't work. It didn't work, so it didn't work at all. So I was really disappointed. I was like, Mom, that doesn't work at all. So you know, so she was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna say anything more anymore. But I was like, oh, I'm gonna tell her that I like this one a lot, and when I go home I'll get a lot of it. It's because it's like exactly the color I like. It's I like the brown, and I like when the sun becomes reddish. I like that color. But you know, color is one thing, styling is just putting everything in the ponytail in the back and just roll with it and go with the baby style. So I mean, if I put my hair down, I can really smooch my little ones all the time, and I can't really do much. I try to. I actually had my hair down yesterday after I dyed it. It felt so good, so soft, and just wonderful feeling. So I went out and planted some strawberries that I had rooted out from the back of my little garden. They were just abandoned, and I had to clear the garden so I can plant some vegetables, but I didn't want to waste the strawberry plants because they look really nice. So what I did is like I took them out and put them in water so they don't die. And yesterday I planted them in a different area, and so I did with my hair down, but it was, oh gosh, it was hard because you know we cannot really put it behind your ear again if your hands are like dirty. But I did it anyways. So it was fun, but it was hot too. Like, yeah, it's getting hot when your hair is down, so I just keep it up. But yeah, my idea was I just because I noticed like the video I had before the hair coloring one, it has 0 views, and then the one with the hair, and when I look like a scary monster with a mask on, it has 13 views, and I'm like, why people watch me when I look like so scary and like so I'm just really surprised. But I wanted to share with, I don't know if it's just ladies out there who are watching those videos. I hope it's just moms like me can really control that, how many people see what and what kind of people see my videos. But it's me, basically I just do it for me and my sanity. But I just wanted to say that sometimes when you do something that is for you, for yourself, and it turns out to be like really, it works really well, you feel so good about yourself that it just makes your day like you step lighter, you step on clouds, and it's just, I don't know how to explain, it just feels good. Nobody around you tells you, or like no spouse tells you, oh, your hair looks nice, or like your kids don't say, oh mommy, do you do something with your hair? No, nobody notices, nothing. But you feel good inside because you did something nice to your hair, and you like the color. And even though there were two little people walking all over the place, demanding your attention, being tired and sleepy and wanting to be held. Did you guys know that after I finished that video yesterday, I was supposed to stay with that guy for no longer than like 25-30 minutes, but I ended up staying for hours, I think. Yeah, it took me at least an hour or two afterwards to wash it out. When one baby was sleeping, I was doing the hair, right? And then the other, he woke up, and then she wanted to fall asleep, but then I had to wash the dishes too, and wash the sink. And so I put her to sleep, and then while he was playing something by himself, I did. So it took a lot of time, and I was like, oh gosh, I hope this thing doesn't ruin my hair. But it turned out really nice color too. I really like it. And in mask, they didn't get scared, both of them. At that point, when they were both awake, they were like staring at me and like making funny faces. I think I just saw like was it a snake or a lizard? All creatures are going out because it's really getting warm out. So yeah, it's just funny. Yeah, sometimes it feels good to, it's I've been always thinking, when I don't know if all moms are like that. Some moms want and find time to have always every day their makeup done, their hair done, their nails have to be like done. And I don't like manicures or pedicures or any of that, so I'm not kind of like girly girl. But I don't really put makeup either, because what's the point if you have a mask anyway? So yeah, I'm pretty sure like those lipstick, chapstick companies are like really going down now, because nobody buys their products, because no need for that. Just the upper part of the body probably better. But anyway, so doing something nice for yourself every once in a while feels really good. And when the weather is nice and you're capable of doing more around the house and clean up and sort out things, oh, it just feels good. It just really feels good when you feel on the top of your game, like I like to say, which doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it just feels good. It's been cold the past few days and rainy and stuff, so, and then one of my kids got sick because of the sleepover he had with his friends, and probably not enough sleep, or I don't know, he was really light dressed even though it was cold, so he got sick. So I was worried about him. Then those two running kind of like a cold right now with runny noses, and I mean, there's always something to worry about and something to be careful for and to be on the watch out for. And yeah, so at least I was just watching it just yesterday, and I was thinking, gosh, it's not much. You just sit down and splat some stuff on your hair, not even professionally. I just really literally use the gloves and just, but after you rinse it out, and it just feels good. And I'm not really good with words, guys. I'm really good at writing, so sorry about nothing makes sense. But basically, my main idea is, if you find at least one thing every day that you like to do, that is something just for you, and not all those around you that you constantly are caregiver to, it just feels good because I think it's important for you to feel good inside your skin, to be a more productive worker or an employee, or even like running the house around as a housewife or whatever it's called. I think it's important. I know I'm saying that now, and then the next time, who knows what I'm gonna do when, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, when you have the commitment that you made to raise 5 kids, I'm not one of those people that just leaves the kids to somebody to watch them and goes to have fun. I will be worried sick, and I'll be probably calling all the time if they're okay. Well, my oldest ones are okay, but like the little ones. And I remember when my first born was when we were in Belfast for a year. We had friends from church, young couple. They didn't have kids, but I don't think they were even married. I don't remember if they were married or not anymore, but they offered us to watch my baby so we could go on a date. And which, by the way, I don't know if anybody does here in Japan, or at least I'm not aware of in my whereabouts people doing that. So it's not like a tradition. And that was, I think, the first of the not many times when we had to leave the kids so we can go have fun and meal together or whatever. So it's not like a culture here. But back then, I remember we went to the mall, and it was like daytime, I think, was it? Or something like that. And of course we got them something, a treat afterwards, but and he was fine. But like, to be honest with you, we went to this place in the mall and we ate there, and I don't remember much of our conversations, not really anything, but I remember I was worried all the time because I was learning how to be a mom. He was my first baby, and I was really worried. And because husband was always at school or out, like whatever, I was always with the baby alone. So I just get attached. I get attached to my little guy. We're always together, and out of a sudden I'm going out of the house without the baby, and just feel dreadful. And now with those two, if I left them with some of the kids and grab one of the kids to go grocery shopping real quick, if I do that, I still feel like in the car we still play the happy tunes of Jason Jr. songs, and I still feel like asking, are the babies asleep? I'm like, oh wait, they're not here. Kind of like that, you know what I mean? So yeah, I got on a very busy road, guys, so I'm just gonna turn around and go back to the quiet one. There are motorcycles out, all kinds of noisy people. I like the roads that are, you know, like those back roads where no many cars and it's quiet, so the babies can rest outside in the sunshine, and mommy can do her walk for the day holding the phone. I can only imagine how I look like talking to who cares. But yeah, it's I hope you guys, you ladies out there, have good relationship with your spouse in a way they can recognize your self-worth, and they can express in some ways if they're grateful for you being there taking care of their kids or not. I don't know, because I think it's like a flower. When you talk to the flower and tell the flower how beautiful it is and how it's worth it, the flower flourishes and gives this beautiful bloom and you can enjoy it. Oh, Glovers. It's okay. I'm not gonna look for the four leaves one today. Gosh, it's dry and hot. So yeah, I don't understand how many, I don't really know how many Japanese male individuals in this country understand that concept of, okay, you got married, good, box checked. You have few kids, box check. So now could you please recognize the fact that those are people, not just some individuals in the house away from your focus, your job or whatever you're doing, and involved with employees or other co-workers there, like your life there. Could you please set it aside and save some of your precious time to spend with your family, but not just like staying in the house watching your phone, but like actually have quality time with them and talk. It really amazed me last night. I'll be honest with you, I just couldn't believe it. But then I'm used to it. It's been 7 years, 8 years now of that ritual. Any moment that is free moment, it has to be with the phone in the hands. And I don't know if all Japanese men do that, but you guys, it really sucks, to be honest with you. It's like so I'm like washing up after dinner. The kids are just like jabbing around, like speaking gibberish, whatever, their baby blob, no baby blob, but like the older kids. And then the baby's cruising around, crying for attention, of course, demanding people to play with them. So the kids do. But then so this guy's eating his dinner, I think, and then he gets up like really suddenly and he goes to grab his phone, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it's like very important text he received, or like connected with work, or like a phone call or something. And then I'm putting things in the fridge and I just look over and I see the game, like he's just doing the game again with the finger has to slide to all the, I don't know, it's been years of that, so I don't really know which game or what, but I was like kind of like, what? Like you go so suddenly, out of sudden, it's just like in your mind, and you just go grab your phone and just start doing that for reals. It's like, can't you see there are like 6 other people around you that you could talk to, maybe as the kids for their first day of school? That was a full day. I don't know. No, it's like, don't interfere with my inner peace. Like I have to have my own space and own time for my own, with my dinner kind of thing. And that's probably a very Japanese thing. And then, if you're a Japanese lady, it will be perfectly fine. You'll be even asking him, oh, excuse me, would you like some tea with that? Or do you want me to make you some soup with that? Or something like that. You'll be doing that. And me, I'm like, what? Different people, right? It's very interesting. But on the bright side, aside of people and their addictions and focuses, whatever, the twins last night, where they were just like around me, like around the sink area. So I'm still like washing dishes and stuff, and he left right for his last class, like at 9:00 p.m. Yeah. And those two are walking around, like they're getting tired and they're just waiting for their night milk to come, because I was warming up the water. And Out of a sudden, my baby girl, as they're walking around together, like in different directions, like chaotically, she just turns towards her brother and she goes and gives him a hug. That was the sweetest thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, where's my phone? So my middle guy from the other three, he finds my phone and he's like getting it ready for the video. And I'm like, give me my phone. And so I'm like, okay, give him a hug. And so she just gives him another hug and he gives her a hug. And then she gives him another hug. And then at that point, he wants to give her a hug and he starts chasing her around. Oh, it was adorable. And then she ran to sit on the couch. And then he was like trying to reach to her and she was like pushing him with her legs. It was adorable. It's like something clicked in her mind like that. And she just went and gave him a hug, and he got it, and he had her back, and that was adorable, you guys. And then when I started filming, at that point they were hugging each other, but then they fell over my feet, so it was really funny because the phone is like up and then the phone is like down. It was just really cute. It's like babies are here, but then babies are not here, and then where are the babies? It's just really funny. They're precious. It's like seeing them, how they start developing like a human that has feelings and communicates with body language. Like everything that they want, they go with the voice up like that. They don't know the words, but they say especially when somebody's eating something around the house. Oh, my baby boy goes like all the time. And if I tell them, okay, it's bath time, they both go towards the door and they know where the bath is, so they go together and they wait for mommy to take her clothes off, and then they know I take their clothes off, and diapers, they're really like, oh, you don't want to know. Last night I was like, wow. But anyway, so they know, they understand a lot, and when I say it's sleeping time, they get quiet or not to drive me nuts. But I think they're really good, and they're always together. So if one of them is understanding, the other one is copying, you know what I mean? But then if one of them is rebelling, then the other one starts to. So it depends who is the leader in the situation. The other one copies the reaction. So it's really cute. But also, being a boy and a girl is very different people. I am amazed how, like, I'm used to, like I said many times before, I'm used to the boy part. Boys are really simple, and they don't really, they demand a lot of attention, because boy is a boy. They always like mommy, and they want to be with mommy, and they want to be held and cuddled and loved, and he doesn't mind if I smooch him all the time. He doesn't. And sometimes he does. He starts pushing my face. But like my baby girl, she's more like, it makes me want to remember what I was like when I was little. And yeah, girls are more independent, and the girls are okay sitting on their own and learning new things by themselves. They are curious. They like to learn a lot about everything. Touch is very important. They touch everything, items. And yesterday my baby girl found something in the, what do you call it, like a mirror that you put your jewelry or whatever, but it's really old, it comes with the house. It's not mine, but we've put throughout the years things inside, including like those little things. What is it called? You put water on the top with some drops of essential oils, and underneath you put like a little candle to warm it up. So that kind of thingy we had there, and she broke it. I wasn't there. I was outside hanging more laundry, eternally laundry, and so I wasn't there. She broke it. I saw it into 2 pieces. I looked for other small pieces. There wasn't any. It was ceramic. So, and then I guess she cut her between the thumb and the point finger, the area of one of the hand, but not bad. It's just like peeled a little bit. So it gave me a scare, to be honest. So I was like, okay. And then she was not comfortable with that. She was like pointing to me her hand. She was pushing it up and in the air, like. So I washed her hand and I sanitized it with some alcohol, and that I have in my bag always. Like I sprayed it, and she was like, ouchie, kind of It's like, yeah, but it's important for you to be sanitized. So I think today is better. But she gets into trouble, and then if she sees my face change into something like scary, like I'm scared, she panics and she goes like, but like when I'm like, okay, everything's okay, we'll be okay, let's clean it up. And so one of the boys helped me to clean up the area, and there were drawers all over the place. They just take the drawers out. There, it's small, but it's still messy, you know. So yeah. But yeah, girls are definitely a different creature, and I quite enjoy it. She would come and sit on my lap with the book, and we just look through the pages. And my baby boy's not like that. He would just be on the floor with his car, and he would just like run the car on the floor. I'm like, you're such a cute boy. But then it's more fun to do things with my baby girl because, you know, she's a lady and she's curious, she wants to know, and she's very light and athletic. She can jump like crazy. Husband actually searched on the internet the average kid when they can jump, and he said on average kids start jumping off the ground with both legs towards the age of 2, and the earliest is a year and a half. Well, she's yesterday is exactly 1 year and 3 months. So we're like surprised that she's so fast. She doesn't really just jump like, she jumps like a professional, you guys. Like both of her feet get up in the air, and for a while, you know, it's like there's no gravity for that girl, and she's really light. Her baby brother is so heavy, so chunky and heavy. He just stands on his place, very heavy, but she's not. And she's very athletic and jumps up high, and she likes like acrobatics. She likes when I turn her around, and you know, she likes those things. So I don't know what kind of athlete she's gonna be, but she also has very big interest into basketball. Like we have had several balls outside to play with, including like those soft ones that you can just go on the beach with them. And soccer balls, like real size soccer ball. And I have a real size basketball too, and she always went for that one. It's heavy and it's big, but she always decided that she wanted that one. And when she saw me dribbling it, she just loves to do it too, but of course she can't. So I got her from the 100 yen store. It's not even with air inside, but it's just like you buy the ball, but it's small, soft, and it's painted like a basketball. So we put air in that ball, and now that's her favorite ball. Like we have other balls that we got, like those with spiky surface for them to play with, but she just loves that one. I don't know what's with her in basketball, but if she becomes a basketball player, she's gonna be probably flying in the air and like doing the dunks like it's a piece of nothing, like joke. She's just really that good. And oh, you didn't see them, guys. There are some oh, you can see the little baby. Oh yeah, you can see them now. Probably you can, right? Tell me you can see some turtles. And then there's some duckies there, and the turtles are here. There's actually, you can go down, I guess you can, but like, I mean, I can't, but you could go there all the way down to the water and just enjoy the nature. But turtles come up to warm up themselves in the sunshine too. I like it. But every time I pass, they hear my voice and they see this big huge thing, and they're like, boom, back in the water. Yeah, I just feel it's getting ready for the rice. They turn the ground with the tractor, and then after that they use the ditch water, and it constantly comes from the mountain, and then fill the whole field with water. It literally has to be filled with water, like the dirt is under the water, and then you use this machine to plant the rice in certain distance, and it's really cool. But I see it every year, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. They have this when you're in the nursery, when my kids were in the nursery school, they had this, I think in school, in elementary they still do it too, but like they plant the rice by hand, and that's how they used to do it before, back in the day, before machines were created. But with the machine is really fast. Without the machine, they had to use long bamboo sticks to kind of like measure it to make it straight lines. Now it's naturally already shaped. I hear more splashing, more turtles. I love turtles, but I don't like to have them at home, but I like to watch them in the water or outside of the water. Of those, you can guys see all those big tracks? Yeah, tracks constantly night and day. And here's some broccoli leftovers. Anyways, so yeah, that's for today. I'm almost getting home, and I hope those two sleep more so I can plant. I have 2 more strawberry plants that I remember I keep in the house. They're not gonna give any strawberries inside of the house if I don't let them go out and be pollinated by bugs. So I have to plant them too and be done with it. But I think my baby boy is awake, which is okay because I can have I can have squeakers play outside a little bit. Hello, sunshine. You're such a beauty. But my baby girl, she can sleep. She can sleep for hours and hours and hours. Anyways, that's all for today. Bye.